Welcome in, guys, to Sensei and the Pupil. We are on part 3 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I got Paul with me.
Hi.
I got Dad with me.
Part 3.
Part 3 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is the season of backstories, guys. Even though we didn't get the big backstory of Hohenheim and the twin brother or whatever's going on, we got a lot of other backstories going on. You know, we saw Kimberly's backstory. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot more development building with Scar and his whole deal. Winry coming to terms with the past. And a lot of this was a huge paradigm shift for me. Because the last part of season 2, or part 2, we find out that they're running everything. That all the government already knows about Father's plans. The Fuhrer is right directly under him. So this season is really the fact that they're letting them run around, do whatever they want. If it was me as the boss father, I'd put them in a cage and save them for whatever's going on. But they let them walk around freely because they can't do anything, which I get. It's just a kind of like, what'd you think about that, Devin? The fact that they let the Elric brothers, even Colonel Mustang, walk free after knowing everything. How'd you feel about that? Like, did anything come to your thought at all, or?
Like, that's how powerful that they think they are, that they can just let them kind of do what they want to do, and they still believe their plan is going to go through. Because these guys have been doing this for, generations.
Right.
Were they cookie buns?
Oh,
homunculus?
Homunculus, sorry.
I'd make less my content.
Yeah. Sure. So, the homunculus, I mean, they've been around for forever, since the start of basically
for a minute.
Whole country.
Yeah. So this has been a plot.
Yeah.
That's been
built
forever.
They probably feel untouchable, which I get. I get that. Like you feel like you can't be stopped in what you're doing, so you can go be free. We're gonna use you for sacrifice, anyways. Though, even though we keep calling you sacrifice, don't worry about that. Like, but it was just a big paradigm shift for me because to know everything going on, but to be let free, that's just like a mind fuck. I'm surprised they could even operate wholly. But a big part of this season was them going up north, going to see Armstrong's sister, who they then enlist to be on their side against the Fuhrer.
Baddie, by the way.
She had fat lips. That's all she really had.
She's a sword and a commanding presence.
Yeah, she had fat lips. All right. We get to see Sloth, another homunculus who's been digging a tunnel around the whole country for years.
What a pain. What is a pain? Sorry.
Yeah. They killed him for a moment by freezing him outside, but he was okay. Like, okay, and I have some things about Sloth, and I have some gripes. But the reason he's doing this is so they can create this giant alchemic circle around the whole country, which they found out is why these major deaths, like the Isvala Civil War and other big uprisings, have been happening in certain areas. They're creating the
Semestria.
They're creating the circle stuff, the circle lines, the circle attributes to make the alchemic symbol to then turn the whole country into a Philosopher's Stone. Whew.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Okay,
star points.
Yeah, star points there, guys. Favorite moments. Give me something.
When Mustang and the Fuhrer.
I'm sorry. Also, Kimberly. A lot of Kimberly this season too.
Don't touch me.
Okay. Kimberly, a lot of it. That's what I had to say. Also, Kimberly.
Trimble.
One of the favorite moments. When we find out who Darkness is. The little boy, the Fuhrer's son.
Pride.
Yeah.
Salim.
So
that was cool.
That was crazy. I did not expect that. So the Fuhrer's son is actually homunculi, and the strongest homunculi. He was the first homunculi.
I believe so.
So
first
basically, he uses.
Correct us if I'm wrong.
He uses the darkness. No, for sure the first, but he uses the darkness in order to attack. And I'm guessing he's the one that attacked in the tunnel, even though he was so far away.
Yes, that's him.
So that's wild.
Yes.
To be able to have that kind of reach with your power.
Huge twist because he wanted to be like Edward. Because the first time we saw him, he was like, Edward, I want to be just like you. He's like trying to learn from him and stuff, and he's actually just
he's a homunculus.
Well, I know he's like undercover.
Right.
But he's a big twist.
Right.
I'm with him.
Huge twist.
That pride twist was cool. Let's see, favorite moment. Let's see.
So it was a twist. It was a twist on a twist because it's like, oh, the Fuhrer already is a homunculus. Oh, damn, and he's a family guy. Well, guess what? By his family, his son's a fucking homunculus. He's older than him. He's the oldest one at all. I was like, oh shit.
Just keeping him under wraps, undercover.
I think the biggest, crazy happening in this season or this part of the show would be what's his name turning into the new Greed.
Ling becoming Greed.
Ling becoming Greed is huge.
It's cool,
and it's not so much. It's not just huge because oh shit, there's another homunculus that works for Father. Ling wanted this.
Yeah,
and this is a rare thing even for Greed. He's like, whoa, a human that actually wants this. He's like, oh wow, like I'm gonna like you. Me and you're gonna get along just fine.
Your avarice is more than mine.
So yeah, so not only is he really compatible with this homunculus, and the homunculus actually trusts him. He's like, oh, like dude, I like you, dude. Like you and me are cool as fuck. But towards the end of this season or this part, Greed retains some of his humanity. Ling actually kind of breaks free for a little
a split second, like a half second,
but unheard of.
Yeah.
Really it's kind of a defect.
Right.
So I think that for me that's like huge. That kind of like opens up so much stuff in my head, like thinking what can happen from this, like him not only being Greed, but him being able to still be Ling, like for even for a second, whatever.
Right. I'm with you, man. I love Greed Ling. It's my boy. One of my favorite moments, really one of my favorite things about this part, which is Kimberly getting out of jail. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be... Well, he's only in jail because he was sat down, basically. He's just like, yeah, you just chill out for a little while.
He's such a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. He got brought out of jail. He's not just a destruction masochist like we all thought. He actually it's like a cunning, conniving, like he's trying to track down Scar, and he's like following routes and cutting him off with trains and whatnot, and thinks he has him cornered. And whenever him and Scar fought the first time, and then Scar almost killed him by throwing that pipe through his chest.
Oh, yeah.
No, and that's where I learned about Kimberly's resolve, dude. Because he told the train driver, don't stop for any reason. And he stopped. He's like, you okay, Kimberly? He's like, why are you fucking stop? Go! Like, all this shit's Kimberly's plan, dude. I like Kimberly's not just a destruction whore.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, he's smart with a little white suit. Yeah. That part. And also another favorite moment. In the backstory of Kimberly, and we see him about to just killing Ishval. We see Bradley for a moment. And, one of the Ishvalan kings or leaders goes up and says, I'll trade my life, spare my citizens. And Bradley goes, do you think your life is worth 1,000? You think that's an equivalent exchange? Like, he's all getting all technical on him. Like, kill them all and then keep killing. Dude, Bradley, his speeches are God tier, okay? Anytime he talks, it's like a God tier, besides when he's being friendly.
Oh, and also the fact that Kimberly knows, like, he knew already, like,
yeah, Kimberly knows.
Even from the Ishvalan War, these guys are homunculus. Cool. Yeah. Oh, it's you guys again. What do you guys want? Like he knows. He knows and works with them. It's crazy.
Kimberly knows. Any other favorite moments or things about before we get to gripes? Because I do have some gripes.
What?
I have some gripes. We'll go over them. I think y'all agree with me on these gripes too.
You can start off the gripes.
Okay, cool. Let me see here. Run down. So I'm just gonna go back to my first gripe ever about Marco. Not Marco, but the dude who made Chimera parts. Tucker with his daughter. Mm-hmm. He was tasked to make a Chimera, to make a talking Chimera. All we've been seeing this last season since that happened are talking Chimeras. Okay, I'm never gonna forget that because he was tasked to make talking Chimeras, and his breakthrough was his daughter. We've been seeing nothing but talking chimeras who have been before his daughter. So I'm just like, yo, there's a huge plot hole in the story there. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
That's a huge gripe, dude.
I'll huge plot hole, though.
Bro.
Obviously there are things that the government's been doing that they don't tell anybody. I'm sure they have departments working on these very things that they've already accomplished, but they don't want people to know because they would rather people think, hey, we're kind of still flirting with this idea that people would not approve of, then let people know, hey, we did it. We put prisoners' souls into this suit of armor. That's totally unethical.
So he's just a figurehead.
We're using human prison, like a whole prison of human lives. We made this little red stone here. We actually fucking did it. We're immortal. So of course we're not gonna tell you, hey, we actually accomplished this.
That's fair.
It's kind of like saying, hey, one day we'll have flying cars, even though we actually have them and we have aliens too. Or
that's fair. I'll go with that. That's fair. Y'all remember those two transforming Chimera near the end of the season? They were like fighting them. Chorizo and Zampano.
My best friends.
We'll be good.
Yeah, dude. Here's my problem with them,
bro. Homies.
We have families too.
Yes, they can transform freely.
Yeah.
They can transform freely. Let me say that one more time. They can transform freely.
Yeah.
And their biggest thing to betraying the whole government was that they can go back to their families and get their bodies back. You can transform freely. What is going on, dude?
During the fight, they were like, "You want us to go back to our form?" And then, like, they kept punching them. It's like
they can. They can go to their families whenever they want. So I don't know. That kept bothering me too. Like, huge plot. Like, dude, you don't have to hide. You can hide in plain sight. Grabs, guys.
Nothing major. Maybe I wish that the Fuhrer and Mustang would have fought each other.
It's like Devin's highlights when it hasn't even happened yet, really, and it hasn't happened at all yet. But it's his highlight. Paul.
I don't know. I still think like. Obviously, they're still confused about, hey, are you Hohenheim? Or are you my dad? Are you your twin brother? Whatever. It's like, guys, that's your dad. Like, that's,
huh?
Like that. Like, I'm not saying like, hey, that's your dad. Like, as far as story wise, like, because I know already who it is. But it's like, dude, that has your dad's face.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, even if that's your dad or your twin brother. So why are you like second guessing? Like, well, I'll get to the bottom of this. Say, dude,
well,
that's your fucking
not
father.
their dad.
Yeah,
that's your fucking father, dude.
This whole time we've been thinking maybe this is their dad, maybe it's not. Now we know it's not.
Salim is homunculus. What do we know?
Oh, I'm just saying now.
What do we know?
Now we know father's not Hohenheim. We see them in different places.
We know what they tell us.
Just like the government.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, there's a few gripes. It's just the speediness of all this, I guess. You know,
speeding.
I understand it's a condensed version of what I remember. That's my only gripe is that some of these things are just like cut.
Dude, because the last two parts are going to be full
8 months later or something.
The last two parts are about to be full frontal race to the end.
I know. Yeah. Full fights, all fights. I know.
Fire.
I know.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. Let's rate this thing, guys.
Love loss.
Favorite character?
Sure.
Major sister?
Dude, fuck yeah. Dude, she's like Commander Irwin.
What is this, dude?
That's what I would do to Irwin.
Keep charging, like, dude. She'd lose an arm and tell you keep
Major
going.
Sis. Okay, Major Sis is cool. I think my favorite character from the show.
She big bros him all the time. He's like,
sure.
Go on, she's like, what are you doing? Like, you still have one hair, I see. You know, or talking shit.
My favorite character probably Greedling. I like him a lot.
Greedling, yeah.
Just because I know what he's gonna be. What I like from this part, I like Greedling a lot. Yes. Fuck off. Devin?
I already went. I was the first one to go.
Oh, Paul?
No, Major Sister. She's obviously
so badass.
Obviously she's such a badass character, and you're gonna see her again like later on.
General Armstrong.
She seems like a good ally, especially for Mustang, because he's obviously gonna need higher up people that aren't corrupt.
Right.
And she's like she took the fucking bad guy hostage already. That one tan general.
They killed him.
Yeah,
she
killed him
and put him in the mud. Remember?
And she's already knows well, fuck, everybody's corrupt now. He basically told me everything.
Yeah.
Her little ploy to get him to tell her, do you want immortality? Do you want this? Like, he's all like,
he's up in her face.
Yeah, dude.
General Raven.
Who wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's rate this thing, guys.
Big sis.
I'm gonna give it a hard 9. Boom. Hard 9 inches. Guys?
Just same as solo leveling for you?
Yeah, this is better than solo leveling.
Not according to his fans.
This part...
I give it an 8.
Okay.
I give it a 9.
Oh, Kimberly's my favorite character this season. What am I saying? Sorry. You give it a 9?
Too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. It's good. Solid story. New characters are cool as fuck. Plot twists that you didn't see coming. The son. Totally didn't see that coming.
I saw it coming.
Greedling. Anyways, yeah, solid 9.
Great part. I mean, it's probably the weaker part of all of them, just because the other parts are so much more. I would say, but 4 and 5 coming, guys. So the people, we're out.